Hey guys, how's everybody? I am going to crochet a flower. I am going to use this to embellish a dress, and I decided to make a video while I'm doing it. So I am going to use a number 10 crochet thread by Aunt Lydia's, and I am going to use number 4 1.25 millimeter crochet hook, and also a 5/6 or 16 mm rhinestone button with 2 holes at the center. Okay, all right, first we're going to make a knot, and we are going to make a chain of 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now I'm going to form a ring, so I am going to join it into the back ridge of the beginning chain. So this is the beginning chain at the back ridge. Join it with slip stitch and make a chain 1, and into the ring we are going to make 12 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Now join it with slip stitch into the beginning single. Okay, and now we are going to make a chain of 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and we are going to skip the next single, and into the next single we are going to make a single crochet. Skip this one and then make single crochet into the next and make a chain 5. Skip the next one and single crochet into the next, chain 5. Skip the next stitch and single crochet into the next, chain 5 again. Skip the next one and single crochet, one more. Skip the next one and single crochet into the next. Now make a chain of 5 for the last loop. 2 4 5, and we are going to slip stitch into the base of the beginning chain 5. So this is the base. We're going to slip stitch there and slip stitch into the first loop and make a chain 3, and into the same loop we are going to make 3 double crochet. 1 2, and make a chain 3 and slip stitch into the same loop, and we're going to slip stitch into the next loop and make a chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same loop, and chain 3, slip stitch into the same loop, and slip stitch into the next loop and chain 3. We're going to repeat this process, this pattern. 1 2 3, chain 3, slip stitch into the same space and slip stitch into the next space, chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same space, chain 3 and slip stitch into the same space. Now we have the 4 petals, and we're going to continue. 1 2 3 and chain 3 and slip stitch into the same space, slip stitch into the next, chain 3, and 3 double crochet into the same space, chain 3, and slip stitch into the same space. Now we are going to slip stitch into the back loop of the slip stitch here. This is the slip stitch, and into the back loop we are going to slip stitch and make a chain 5, and we are going to slip stitch at the back loop of the chain between the 2 petals. Okay, slip stitch there and chain 5. Now slip stitch again into the back loop between the next 2 petals, chain 5, repeat this around, one, two, three, four, 5, and then go ahead and continue this pattern around. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, this is the joining. We're going to join it with slip stitch into the back loop of the beginning chain and slip stitch into the next, into the very first loop. Okay, and make a chain 3, and we are going to repeat these petals. All right, we have 6 loops at the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make a chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same space, 1, 2, 3, and chain 3 and slip stitch into the same space and slip stitch into the next space, chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same space, chain 3, slip stitch into the same space and slip stitch into the next space and chain 3. Go ahead and repeat this around. Repeat this around, guys. Okay, now to join, we are going to do the same as before. Join it at the back loop of the beginning chain and make a chain of 6 and slip stitch in between the petal again, the 2 petals, chain 6, slip stitch in between the 2 petals, chain 6, repeat this around, Okay, now to join, we are going to join as before. Slip stitch into the beginning chain and slip stitch into the first space and make a chain 4 and make 4 treble into the same space. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now make a chain 4 and slip stitch into the same space and slip stitch into the next space and make a chain 4 and treble crochet into the same space 4 times. 2, 3, 4 and chain 4 and slip stitch into the same space. Okay guys, are you following me? Now slip stitch into the next. We are going to repeat this around again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 treble into the same space. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slip stitch into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch into the same space and slip stitch into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 treble into the same space. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slip stitch into the next space again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Treble 4 times into the same space. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch. And now we are going to join as before. Slip stitch at the back loop of the first stitch. And we are going to make a chain 6 again. And we are going to slip stitch in between the 2 petals. Chain 6. Slip stitch in between the next 2 petals. Repeat this around. Okay, now join it with slip stitch into the beginning stitch and slip stitch into the first loop and make a chain 4. We still have 6 loops at the back, okay? And make 5 3-ball into the same space. Four more times. 2 3 4 5, and then chain 4 and slip stitch into the same space, and then slip stitch into the next loop, chain 4 and 5 3-ball into the same space, and chain 4 and slip stitch into the same space, slip stitch into the next, chain 4, 5 3-ball into the same space. Go ahead and repeat this pattern around. Okay, I have one more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 2 3 4. Slip stitch into the same loop and join it with slip stitch at the back of the first loop. Okay, now we can close our work here and then cut the thread. Now we can arrange the petals. Okay, we have six petals around in each row, in each round. And now you can just sew the rhinestone button here at the center. All right, now we finished the flower, and thank you for crocheting with me, guys. Thank you for joining me, and see you for my next video. Bye bye.